What do you think? You ready to whiskey?
I'm ready. So,
damn it, Nick! You have one job! I even said I'm going to say the same thing so Nick doesn't have to try too hard. And there it is again. Ruined!
I got half of it right.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I'm Derek, a certified bourbon steward.
I'm Nick, a certified bartender.
And also part-time teacher?
Yeah, part-time.
Well, actually, that's full-time.
It is
part-time
part-time.
bartender.
It's my real job. Part-time is actually the bartending.
Well, if you've been watching us, you know what we do. It's a blind taste test. We don't know what we're trying. The bourbon babes have picked something out, put it inside the chug jug. We have no idea what it is. They've already pre-poured it. It's ready to go for us to drink.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is probably just tear right into it. What do you think? You ready to whiskey?
I'm ready and I'm able.
Woo! Well, you know what, folks? It's only the 4th episode. Or is it the 5th? Whiskeying. We're ready to whiskey.
We're crazy.
Oh, holy moly.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's different.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
there is a lot. I don't even know. And just so you know, we do have a grading scale that we're doing also. We have little cans, 0 to 5, 5 being the best, 0 being the worst. Half will be the can laying down on top of the table in the flat fashion. That'll be a half.
If you are looking for a new Wheel of Fortune lady, I'm more than willing to.
I know where I'm going with this one too.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in the taste. When I taste it, I'll be able to kind of narrow it down, I think, a little bit more. But wow,
like for the type it is?
Yeah, for what whiskey I'm dealing with.
I thought you meant the actual brand.
No, I'm not doing that again. I failed miserably on the first. I'm just going to nail it to a genre.
I just feel like somebody's watching over me today in such a, like, it's going to help me in this episode.
Yeah, you think so? You think you have like this a touch coming down? Maybe it's Abel. Abel with his halo looking at you right now. I think that's what it is. You have an angelic feel? No, you don't even.
I don't even know if he's there.
It's Abel just channeling himself through you. Just wax pouring out of your system.
Yeah. Or going in.
Yeah.
One or the other. All right, so what are you feeling on this? Because
I'm getting a lot, honestly. I'm going with a lot of citrus and more. There's a lot going on in here. No lies.
Caramel.
Caramel, yeah. No, it's...
You don't think there's caramel in that?
It may be, but I'm going with a lot more of like a fruity kind of a note going on at first. And there's so much going on in the nose on this one.
And maybe some berry.
Berry, possibly. Could be. But, maybe a little.
Wow. I feel like
Did you go too deep in there again?
No, I just feel like the taste might completely throw me off of this one.
I think the taste is going to confirm what I'm thinking it might be, but...
Oh. So, in case you didn't know, we do have our sensory
kit, yep.
Sensory kit. In our sensory kit, we have a bunch of scents in case we're not sure exactly where to pinpoint this down, which I'm going to definitely have to use this time.
But I'm going in for a taste because I just want to kind of...
I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay. Whoa, baby.
Whoa. That one, like, actually, like... It like it was like a roller coaster, like dipping down the first dive.
It went really high.
Okay, oh, this is nice, and then it was like
it just dropped right down. Yeah, it just totally went off. I agree with you 100% on that. It really hit me, and then it was just like straight down.
I haven't even said a scent yet. I'm so lost in this.
I'm not lost. I'm getting some peat in here.
In a good way though. Like I'm enjoying.
I'm getting a slight, just so little bit in the background, just a little bit of smokiness, like a peatiness to it. Definitely some sweetness to that. There's a sweet note in there, like a citrusy kind of like fruity going on.
I'm kind of baffled.
Yeah. Okay. As far as alcohol in this one, I'm going maybe 42, 43% maybe. Not really high because it didn't really kill me when I drank it, and it really wasn't a wower. And that high rise and then dropped right off. It was like just that flavor. It was like that big punch up front.
Herbal mint.
Herbal. I'll say herbal, but I don't think minty. Some herbalness in there. I'll give you some herbs.
Yeah, that's
not a mint. I'm not getting any mint.
I don't know about mint though. Yeah, but maybe a little bit to me at least. I feel like when I swished it in my mouth a little bit, I felt it.
No, that's kind of tough. This one is all over the place. I'm not gonna
like almost like a menthol.
Menthol, huh? Like a cigarette? Like just smoke it on your Marlies?
I've never smoked cigarette in my entire life. And I'm
wow, good for you,
but
sir.
In here, menthol type. I'm actually going to sniff number 3.
Okay, give it a whirl.
Let's see.
Honestly, you can't go wrong. It could be in there. The thing is, like, and here's the whole thing. What you may pick up in whatever you're drinking may not be what we're getting, because palates are different, experiences are different. So what I smell and what you smell will be could be totally opposite ends of the spectrum.
On the drink, not the smell, by the way. So smell and then drink it.
I get what you're going with that. Definitely.
A little bit.
Yeah. I
definitely out of the past.
See what we're doing. I mean,
I was gonna say I'm really interested, but I feel like I need a little bit more. I'm very interested because for the past couple episodes, as we've said before, we kind of try to do a couple of these in a row, and
we've had a lot of bourbons in a row. So this is I'm going. It's all over the place because this one is different.
All over the place.
Going totally different,
but in such a nice way. Like I feel like this is one as it sits more, and your palate adjusts to it. It's going to completely change its flavor. Like was it the Eagle one I felt that way with? One of them.
It might have been that one. You were really
the orange peel.
The orange peel. Yeah, the orange peel surprise.
That's how I feel about this.
It's after the fact. Once we get the notes, which we have inside the can, we'll do the reveal, and we have the notes in there, and we'll be able to tell you exactly what the tasting notes are from people that are better than us.
Tobacco in that one.
Good, but you wouldn't be wrong if you said tobacco. You really wouldn't.
All right, I'm gonna go. This could be very wrong, but I'm excited.
I'm going with a lot. There's a lot of fruit going on in here, and I can't nail it down. There's a lot of fruity notes, but it could be several things. So you want to see what we got?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
All right.
Because I went to put it. I'm not.
And he's messing it up. This is what happens after 4 episodes of drinking 40-something odd proof liquor. Whoa! All right. This is another unopened episode of Craigellachie Scotch Whisky.
Oh wow! I'm so
that was amazing. That was great. Oh,
I got it.
Oh,
Scotch.
You get Scotch.
Yes. Sorry, I had to show. I was so excited.
You know what?
I don't know if you can see because of the light.
I'm rather pumped myself too because I also
hit the fan.
That was nuts. I don't know. That went off the ceiling. I don't think it was the fan. But I put Scotch too. I put 43%.
What was it?
Let me look. I don't think it's 48. That's pretty strong for a Scotch, but 46%. So we're actually split there. You're close.
Good job.
Nice job. That's very good. That's actually.
Dude, we are on a roll.
We are on a roll.
For 4 episodes.
I'm fairly impressed with myself right now, people. That Bourbon Steward. Right here. All right. And this isn't bourbon, so I'm doing good. Okay. You know what? It is Nick's turn for.
It is my turn, but I just want to admire one of the things that we know Becka loves the most when picking out bottles is designs and craftsmanship, and I give it to her. This one's beautiful. It's got a wonderful title across it. It's got a nice little town's village with a smokestack and stuff. It's a fun bottle, and I really enjoy that.
It's actually a 13-year, so it's 13 years old. It's a Speyside Scotch, so that's why you're not really getting a lot of the overall peatiness in there. Some of them, like if you get an Isla Scotches are really known for their heavy peatiness and smokiness to them. So I did get a little peat in there, but we'll find out when you do some of these, the tasting notes.
So before I read this, just off of the packaging alone, I'm sold. Old fashioned in 1891, Edward and Mackey founders. I want to know their story. It's called how do you say this?
Craigellachie.
Craigellachie.
Craig had a lovely lady. Her name was Ella. And he gave her the key to his heart.
Is that the real story?
That is, so that's how I looked at the pronunciation on it, and that's how the guy said it, so that's how I remembered it. It's Craigellachie.
This is, if you want to hold that for
I will hold that for you, beautifully. Craigellachie.
Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. This is a 13 years, he said, 92 proof, 46% alcohol, and aged 13 years. Mash bill is 100% malted barley. Distillery is the same as the name. And the parent company didn't see this coming. Any guesses?
Is it Diageo?
Bacardi.
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 I was going to say Pernod. There's another one that's like a fancy name. It's like a French name.
So this was made in Scotland. The single malt Scotch. The whiskey must have been distilled at a single distillery using a pot still distillation process made from a mash of malted barley. So basically, I can't help you on that one, but he can.
I can. Does it have the tasting notes on that?
Yes, it does. So the tasting notes, to the nose, you got a pretty rugged aroma of sweet, salt, raw peanuts.
Raw peanut? Really?
Wait, dried limes.
Well, I think.
But I thought of this, and I didn't say it, and I wish I did. Burnt toast.
Burnt toast?
And I thought I smelled it, but I didn't want to say it.
At least I said it's Scotch, because I knew that. Good Lord.
And I don't know why I didn't say it. Like, it wasn't a hesitation. I was like, I don't know that. Like, you know when you second guess yourself?
This is actually how I started out with whiskey, was with Scotches. Was Glenlivet. I started out with Glenlivet. I like Glenlivet. It's a really easy drinking Scotch, not bad at all. And it was a great entry for me, but then I really started getting into the bourbons, and that's where I went, and I just kind of really started loving it.
I'm going to tell you the palate.
Go.
Don't be sipping, because you might spit it out. Maybe we should do it as a challenge. Maybe you will spit it out. Your water.
All right, go ahead. Ready, go.
It's Fury with toasted nuts. Model airplane glue. Yes, I knew it. I read model airplane glue,
and
I was like,
that's
where that was from. Like, what?
Model airplane glue?
Very
Thanks, Scotland. And speaking of Scotland, hi Murray. If you're watching us, because you're probably one of our only followers right now, to you, my friend.
To you.
Cheers.
Cheers. And salty peanut brittle. It's very sweet, it says, with an almost liqueur-like mouthfeel, which I could agree. Definitely has the liqueur mouthfeel in there, whereas when it was in my mouth, it wasn't... It had a thicker quality to me, I feel, than the other ones. The finish was a long, lingering finish, ends with sweetness and chemicals. Let's think about that description, and let's think about how we were reviewing it. I was speechless. I don't know what to say.
I was all over the place.
And so is this, isn't it? Like, I feel like this gave us nothing.
You really are. You are honestly all over the place with this, and the description of it is all over the place. So, honestly, nailing this one would be really hard, and I can see why your eraser hit the floor and hit the ceiling, because this is all over.
What would you guess the price?
I would have to say maybe like $50, $60 in there.
$55, right in the middle.
Oh, all right.
$55 in Massachusetts for a 750 milliliter bottle.
Okay. All right. That's the average size bottle that you'll get. You know, I mean, they obviously have the big bar size, which is 1.75, which will be way more. Yep. And now we're going to do our scaling.
Okay.
I'm going to go 2.5 on this one for a Scotch. While it was... I just found it didn't know its place. It was kind of all over the place. It didn't have a home. It didn't know what it wanted to be. It wanted to be everything. Okay. Yeah, 2.5 for me for this one.
I'd give it a 3. And I'm gonna go. Yeah. So here's.
Please tell me why you'd give this a 3.
When I try a new whiskey, new bourbon, new Scotch, I like to try something that just is a mouthful. A lot's going on.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Exactly. So to me, this wasn't a good lot of going on, but it was fun. It was different. We were like kind of like a couple episodes in. It's like,
I'll give you that much.
This is interesting.
I just don't think it knew what it wanted to be. That's really with me. I really don't think it knew where it wanted to go with it.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Before we end the episode.
H2O or H2O?
H2O or H2O. Let's try it.
I don't think this can afford any H2O, honestly.
I'm going to try it.
All right. I'll give you a whirl with it.
Try it for the episode.
Okay, I will. For the show, I'm going with water. Ordinarily, I wouldn't because I think this is good where it's at.
I'll give it a shot.
And that's way too much water. That is like 3% alcohol now in here, so clean up aisle 3.
Way more subtle.
Wow. I'm going to go H2O. 100%. With this one, it kind of found its home, I think, a little bit more. It kind of dialed it down. So remember that big spike you got?
Yeah.
When you first? It's not there. It's kind of more of an even keel over it.
You're kind of going on the kiddie ride.
Yeah, I would say kiddie ride.
With a splash of water halfway through.
I'll agree with you on that one. Definitely.
What do you think about ice, or just like we did, like a splash of water?
Splash of water. I wouldn't go with ice. Okay. Ice, I think, will just bring it down too much. But it's however you like it. Give it a try. You know what I mean? It really is.
But I do wonder if the ice would almost make it too cold, and it would ruin your palate maybe a little bit.
We've tried stuff on the ice before. You know, remember when we had that Ardbeg that was just shaking over the ice and it was cooled, and I think it kind of killed it.
Whiskey's tough if you start chilling it.
Well, it is, because it kills a lot of the flavors. That's the whole thing. When you chill a whiskey or an alcohol or anything at all, it kind of brings down a lot of the flavor profile on it. So
first Scotch of the show.
It is the first Scotch we have shown, and you know, I thought that's what it was, but it was just so all over the place. I really was afraid to actually make a guess at this one because it was all over. And
well, that's why you almost knew it was a Scotch on the palate.
Yeah.
But then again, the flavors going on was just like. But
it didn't have an identity. It didn't know what it wanted
exactly.
to be.
I understand. I completely.
But
am with your 2 points.
Is it? I mean, not bad. I wouldn't turn away from it. But But hey, there we are, folks. So as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, put your comments down below. Tell us if we're getting it right or getting it wrong, and how you like it. And other than that, so we're gonna go back with hoping that you have a little bit of luxury.
Wow. In an otherwise ordinary life.
There you go. Cheers, everybody.
If you are ready and able to whiskey, be sure to drop a comment below. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and press notifications. Also follow Keeping It Neat on Instagram. Thanks for watching, kinfolk.